Question 1. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Dangerous curve to the left. B. Dangerous curve to the right. C. Series of bends ahead. D. Road closed ahead. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the right. This sign warns drivers of a dangerous curve to the right ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for the bend. Question 2. When approaching a pelican crossing, what should you do if the lights change to amber while a pedestrian is still crossing? A. Sound your horn to hurry them. B. Wait for them to finish crossing. C. Proceed slowly around them. D. Flash your headlights. Answers is B. Wait for them to finish crossing. You must always wait for pedestrians to finish crossing safely, even if the lights change. Their safety is paramount. Question 3. What does this road sign mean? A. Stop and give way. B. Give way. C. No entry. D. Road closed. Answers is B. Give way. The sign give way means you must allow traffic on the main road to proceed before you do, if necessary stopping to do so. Question 4. What is the primary purpose of braking system ABS on a vehicle? A. To reduce stopping distance. B. To make the brakes last longer. C. To help maintain steering control. D. To improve fuel efficiency. Answers is C. To help maintain steering control. ABS helps prevent the wheels from locking up under heavy braking, allowing the driver to maintain some steering control and avoid skidding. Question 5. What does this sign warn you about? A. Steep hill ahead. B. Uneven road ahead. C. Road works ahead. D. Slippery road. Answers is B. Uneven road ahead. This sign indicates an uneven road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for bumps or dips. Question 6. You are about to turn right at a junction. What should you check before you turn? A. Only for traffic from the right. B. Only for pedestrians on the right. C. For pedestrians crossing and oncoming traffic. D. Only for cyclists. Answers is C. For pedestrians crossing and oncoming traffic. Before turning right, you must check for oncoming traffic, any pedestrians already crossing, and cyclists, ensuring it is safe to proceed. Question 7. What does this road sign signify? A. Overtaking only allowed for buses. B. No overtaking. C. End of overtaking restriction. D. Overtaking on left only. Answers is B. No overtaking. This sign indicates no overtaking, meaning you must not overtake other motor vehicles from this point. Question 8. What should you do if your braking system ABS warning light stays on after starting the engine? A. Drive carefully and have it checked soon. B. Ignore it, it's a minor fault. C. Have the braking system checked by a mechanic. D. Pump the brakes to reset it. Answers is C. Have the braking system checked by a mechanic. An illuminated ABS warning light indicates a fault with the system. While your regular brakes should still work, the ABS may not. Get it checked by a qualified mechanic immediately. Question 9. What does this sign mean for drivers? A. One-way street. B. Roundabout ahead. C. No U-turn. D. Junction ahead. Answers is B. Roundabout ahead. This sign indicates that there is a roundabout ahead. Drivers should prepare to give way to traffic already on the roundabout from the right. Question 10. What is the correct action if you are dazzled by the headlights of an oncoming vehicle at night? A. Flash your high beams back. B. Look directly into the lights. C. Slow down and if necessary stop. D. Close your eyes briefly. Answers is C. Slow down and if necessary stop. If dazzled, slow down and if necessary stop. Look slightly to the left of the road to avoid looking directly at the dazzling lights and use the white line as a guide. Question 11. What does this sign warn about? A. Children crossing. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. School crossing patrol. D. Pedestrians on road. Answers is B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This sign warns drivers that a pedestrian crossing is ahead, and they should be prepared to stop for pedestrians. Question 12. What should you do before making a U-turn? A. Assume it's safe if no cars are visible. B. Check carefully for traffic in all directions. C. Signal right and proceed quickly. D. Only check behind you. Answers is B. Check carefully for traffic in all directions. U-turns can be dangerous. You must ensure the road is clear in all directions, signal clearly, and only perform the maneuver where it is legal and safe. Question 13. What does this sign mean? A. Give way to oncoming traffic. B. Stop and give way. C. No entry. D. Roundabout ahead. Answers is B. Stop and give way. The stop sign octagonal shape means you must stop completely before the white line, even if the road appears clear, and then give way to traffic. Question 14. When are you allowed to use a handheld mobile phone in a moving vehicle? A. When stuck in heavy traffic. B. When parked safely at the side of the road. C. Never, it is illegal. D. Only in an emergency. Answers is C. Never, it is illegal. It is illegal to use a handheld mobile phone while driving, even if stationary in traffic. The only exception is to call 999 or 112 in a genuine emergency, and it is unsafe or impractical to stop. Question 15. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Give way. B. No entry. C. One-way street. D. Road closed. Answers is B. No entry. This sign means no entry or do not enter. It is usually found at the exit of a one-way street or on slip roads. Question 16. What is the main reason for checking your mirrors frequently while driving? A. To adjust your hair. B. To be aware of traffic behind and to the sides. C. To see if your lights are working. D. To check your speed. Answers is B. To be aware of traffic behind and to the sides. Frequent mirror checks are essential for maintaining awareness of your surroundings, identifying potential hazards, and planning your next actions safely. Question 17. What does this sign indicate? A. Turn right ahead. B. Proceed straight ahead. C. No entry. D. One-way street. Answers is B. Proceed straight ahead. This mandatory sign indicates that all traffic must proceed straight ahead in the lane it applies to. Question 18. What should you do if you accidentally take the wrong exit on a motorway? A. Reverse back to the correct exit. B. Continue to the next exit and find a safe route back. C. Stop on the hard shoulder and wait for a gap. D. Make a U-turn at the next junction. Answers is B. Continue to the next exit and find a safe route back. Never reverse on a motorway or hard shoulder. Continue to the next exit and use a safe route, such as a roundabout, to turn around and rejoin the motorway in the correct direction. Question 19. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Uneven road. B. Slippery road. C. Loose chippings. D. Steep descent. Answers is B. Slippery road. This sign indicates a slippery road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be extra cautious, especially in wet or icy conditions. Question 20. When driving in fog, which lights should you use? A. Full beam headlights. B. Side lights only. C. Fog lights and dipped headlights. D. Hazard warning lights. Answers is C. Fog lights and dipped headlights. In fog, use dipped headlights to avoid dazzling oncoming drivers and to help them see you. Use front and rear fog lights if visibility is seriously generally less than 100 meters. Question 21. What does this sign mean? A. Minimum speed limit of 50. B. Maximum speed limit of 50. C. Recommended speed of 50. D. End of speed limit. Answers is B. Maximum speed limit of 50. This circular sign with a red border and the number 50 indicates a maximum speed limit of 50 units e.g. in, you must not exceed this speed. Question 22. What should you do if you hear the siren of an emergency vehicle while driving? A. Speed up to get out of the way. B. Ignore it if it's on the other side of the road. C. Pull over safely when it's appropriate. D. Stop immediately in the middle of the road. Answers is C. Pull over safely when it's appropriate. You should look and listen for emergency vehicles. If one is approaching, you should pull over to the side of the road safely and allow it to pass, but do not endanger yourself or other road users. Question 23. What does this sign tell you? A. No right turn. B. Turn right ahead. C. Right lane ends. D. Give way to traffic from right. Answers is B. Turn right ahead. This sign is a mandatory instruction to turn right at the junction or point. You must follow the direction shown. Question 24. When is it acceptable to overtake on the left? A. Always on a dual carriageway. B. In slow-moving queues of traffic. C. When the driver in front is driving slowly. D. Only when turning left. Answers is B. In slow-moving queues of traffic. You may overtake on the left in queues of traffic when traffic in the lane is moving more slowly. On a one-way street, you can overtake on either side if it is safe to do so. Question 25. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A. No cycling. B. Cycle track. C. Cyclists crossing. D. Shared path. Answers is B. Cycle track. This mandatory sign indicates a cycle track. Cyclists must use this path, and other vehicles are generally prohibited from entering it. Question 26. What is the recommended minimum following distance in dry conditions? A. 1 car length. B. Gap. C. Gap. D. Half a car length. Answers is B, gap. The rule is a guideline for a safe following distance in dry conditions. In wet weather, this should be doubled to a gap. Question 27. What does this sign indicate ahead? A, B, hump or speed bump, C, steep descent, D, uneven road. Answers is B, hump or speed bump. This sign warns drivers of a hump or speed bump in the road ahead. Drivers should reduce speed to avoid damaging their vehicle or losing control. Question 28. You are driving on a motorway. What does it mean if the hard shoulder has a red X displayed above it? A, it's a parking area. B, it's for emergency vehicles only. C, the lane is closed. D, you can use it for breakdowns. Answers is C, the lane is closed. A red X displayed above any lane, including the hard shoulder, means that lane is closed to all traffic and must not be used. This could be due to an incident or roadworks. Question 29. What does this sign indicate? A, no parking. B, no stopping. C, clearway. D, loading only. Answers is B, no stopping. This sign indicates no stopping. You must not stop at any time for any reason, even to pick up or drop off passengers, where this sign is displayed. Question 30. What is the legal minimum tread depth for car tires in the A, 10 m, B, 20 m, C, 16 m, D, 25 m? Answers is C, 16 m. The legal minimum tread depth for car tires across the central 3/4 of the tread is 16 m. Driving with illegal tires is dangerous and can result in significant. Question 31. What does this sign warn you about? A, level crossing ahead. B, traffic lights ahead. C, pedestrian crossing. D, ahead. Answers is B, traffic lights ahead. This sign indicates that there are traffic lights ahead. Drivers should be prepared to stop and obey the signals. Question 32. When should you check your tire pressures? A, only before a long journey. B, when tires are cold. C, immediately after a long drive. D, once a year. Answers is B, when tires are cold. Tire pressures should be checked when the tires are cold, as driving heats them up and increases the pressure, leading to an inaccurate reading. Check at least once a week or before long journeys. Question 33. What does this sign mean? A, dual carriageway. B, motorway ahead. C, expressway. D, clearway. Answers is B, motorway ahead. This blue rectangular sign with a white road symbol indicates the start of a motorway. Specific rules apply on motorways. Question 34. Why is it important to keep your windscreen and windows clean? A, to impress other drivers. B, to maintain clear visibility. C, to reduce glare from the sun. D, to make the car look newer. Answers is B, to maintain clear visibility. A clean windscreen and windows are crucial for clear visibility, allowing you to see hazards, other road users, and road signs clearly. Dirty windows can significantly impair your vision. Question 35. What does this sign signify for drivers? A, multiple track railway. B, railway crossing. C, tram crossing. D, road closed due to railway. Answers is B, railway crossing. This sign warns of an unguarded level crossing ahead with a single railway track. Drivers must be prepared to stop. Question 36. What should you do if you notice a child running into the road up ahead? A. Sound your horn continuously. B. Brake sharply and stop if necessary. C. Swerve quickly to avoid them. D. Maintain speed and hope they stop. Answers is B. Brake sharply and stop if necessary. Your immediate action should be to brake firmly and stop if necessary. Sounding the horn briefly may alert them, but stopping is the priority. Swerving is dangerous and could cause another accident. Question 37. What does this sign indicate? A. Turn right ahead. B. No right turn. C. Right lane ends. D. One-way street to the right. Answers is B. No right turn. This prohibitory sign means no right turn. You are not permitted to turn right at the junction or point where this sign is displayed. Question 38. What is the hazard perception part of the driving theory test designed to assess? A. Your knowledge of road signs. B. Your ability to park accurately. C. Your ability to identify developing hazards. D. Your reaction time to braking. Answers is C. Your ability to identify developing hazards. The hazard perception test measures your ability to spot potential hazards on the road early and react appropriately, which is crucial for safe driving. Question 39. What does this sign warn about? A. Elderly people crossing. B. Children likely to be crossing. C. Pedestrian crossing. D. Play area ahead. Answers is B. Children likely to be crossing. This warning sign indicates an area where children are likely to be crossing the road, such as near a school. Drivers should reduce speed and be extra vigilant. Question 40. What does SMOG stand for when doing a maneuver? A. Slow move observe go. B. Signal a go. C. Stop motion obstacles. D. C. Maneuver open. Answers is B. Signal a go. SMOG is an acronym used to remember the critical checks before performing a maneuver: signal, internal and external, check for blind spots, go if safe. Question 41. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. Pass obstacle on the left. B. Pass obstacle on the right. C. Keep right. D. Road narrows ahead. Answers is B. Pass obstacle on the right. This mandatory sign instructs drivers to pass the obstacle, such as a traffic island or roadworks on the side. Question 42. What is the first thing you should do if you are involved in a collision that causes injury or damage? A. Drive away if it's minor. B. Stop your vehicle safely. C. Exchange insurance details immediately. D. Call your family. Answers is B. Stop your vehicle safely. Your first priority after a collision is to stop your vehicle safely at the scene. Failing to stop is a serious offense. Then check for and call emergency services if needed. Question 43. What does this sign mean? A. Slow traffic ahead. B. Roadworks ahead. C. Uneven road. D. Traffic congestion. Answers is B. Roadworks ahead. This sign warns drivers of roadworks ahead. Drivers should be prepared for temporary traffic arrangements, speed limits and workers on or near the road. Question 44. When is it legal to cross a solid white line in the middle of the road? A. When overtaking a slow car. B. To turn into a side road. C. To pass a stationary obstruction. D. To overtake a bicycle. Answers is C. To pass a stationary obstruction. You must not cross a solid white line unless it is safe to do so and necessary. For example, to pass a stationary obstruction, overtake a pedal cycle, horse or road maintenance vehicle, or to access a property. Question 45. What does this sign indicate? A. No stopping. B. No parking. C. Loading zone. D. Parking for disabled only. Answers is B. No parking. This sign means no parking. You are not permitted to park your vehicle where this sign is displayed, but you may stop to pick up or drop off passengers or goods, usually for a limited time. Question 46. What does dry steering mean and why should it be avoided? A. Steering with dry hands, it causes skidding. B. Steering while stationary, it damages tires. C. Steering on a dry road, it reduces grip. D. Steering without power assistance, it is difficult. Answers is B. Steering while stationary, it damages tires. Dry steering is turning the steering wheel when the vehicle is stationary. It causes unnecessary wear to tires and the steering mechanism and makes steering harder. Question 47. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Heavy rain. B. Strong side winds. C. Road liable to flooding. D. Dangerous cross currents. Answers is B. Strong side winds. This sign indicates strong side winds ahead. Drivers, especially those in vehicles or towing trailers, should be prepared for sudden gusts that could affect steering. Question 48. What should you do before reversing a vehicle? A. Sound your horn. B. Just rely on your mirrors. C. Check all around for hazards. D. Reverse quickly to get it over with. Answers is C. Check all around for hazards. Before reversing, you must check all around your vehicle thoroughly for pedestrians, other vehicles, and any obstacles. If you are unsure, get out and check or ask someone to guide you. Question 49. What does this sign indicate? A. No entry. B. One-way street. C. Keep left. D. Road narrows. Answers is B. One-way street. This sign indicates a one-way street, meaning traffic can only travel in the direction of the arrow. Drivers must not go against the flow of traffic. Question 50. Why is it particularly dangerous to brake sharply on a bend? A. It damages your brakes. B. It confuses other drivers. C. It could cause your vehicle to skid. D. It increases tire wear. Answers is C. It could cause your vehicle to skid. Braking sharply on a bend can cause the wheels to lock and the vehicle to skid, as the tires are already under stress from cornering. It's best to brake before the bend and accelerate gently through it. Question 51. What does this sign mean? A. Steep descent ahead. B. Steep ascent ahead. C. Hump in the road. D. Uneven road. Answers is B. Steep ascent ahead. This warning sign indicates a steep upward gradient ascent in the road ahead. Drivers should prepare to select a lower gear if needed to maintain power. Question 52. What is the primary role of dipped headlights in daylight? A. To see the road ahead better. B. To make your vehicle more visible. C. To save battery power. D. To indicate you are turning. Answers is B. To make your vehicle more visible. In poor daylight conditions, e.g., heavy rain, mist, dipped headlights primarily serve to make your vehicle more visible to other road users, not necessarily to illuminate the road for you. Question 53. What does this sign indicate? A. End of priority road. B. Priority road. C. Give way. D. Stop ahead. Answers is B. Priority road. This sign indicates that you are on a priority road and have right of way at junctions until a end of priority road sign is encountered. Question 54. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down on a motorway? A. Stay in the vehicle and wait. B. Move to the hard shoulder and get out on the left. C. Attempt to fix it yourself immediately. D. Walk to the next service station. Answers is B. Move to the hard shoulder and get out on the left. If safe, move to the hard shoulder. Put on hazard warning lights. Get out of the vehicle on the left passenger side and wait behind the safety barrier, away from the carriageway. Use an emergency phone or mobile to call for help. Question 55. What does this sign mean? A. No left turn. B. Turn left ahead. C. Left lane ends. D. Keep left. Answers is B. Turn left ahead. This mandatory sign indicates that all traffic must turn left at the junction or point. You must follow this direction. Question 56. What does a flashing amber beacon on a vehicle mean? A. The vehicle is speeding. B. The vehicle is broken down. C. The vehicle is slow moving or wide. D. The vehicle is a police car. Answers is C. The vehicle is slow-moving or wide. A flashing amber beacon indicates a slow-moving or wide vehicle, a vehicle used for road maintenance, or a breakdown recovery vehicle. Be cautious and prepared to take appropriate action. Question 57. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Wild animals crossing. B. Cattle or farm animals crossing. C. Horses crossing. D. Zoo entrance. Answers is B. Cattle or farm animals crossing. This sign warns drivers that farm animals, such as cattle, may be crossing the road ahead. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to stop. Question 58. Why should you always check your blind spots before changing lanes? A. To see if your indicators are working. B. To ensure no vehicle is hidden from your mirrors. C. To check for potholes. D. To adjust your seat position. Answers is B. To ensure no vehicle is hidden from your mirrors. Blind spots are areas around your vehicle that cannot be seen in your mirrors. A quick check is essential to ensure no vehicle, especially a motorcycle or cyclist, is hidden there. Question 59. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. U-turn permitted. B. No U-turn. C. Dead end ahead. D. Road closed. Answers is B. No U-turn. This prohibitory sign means no U-turn. You are not permitted to make a U-turn at this location. Question 60. What is the purpose of rumble strips on the road? A. To slow traffic down by causing discomfort. B. To alert drivers to a change in road conditions. C. To mark parking zones. D. To improve tire grip. Answers is B, to alert drivers to a change in road conditions. Rumble strips are raised or grooved patterns in the road surface designed to create noise and vibration, alerting drivers to an upcoming hazard, junction, or change in speed limit. Question 61. What does this sign indicate? A. Maximum speed limit 50. B. Recommended speed 50. C. Minimum speed limit 50. D. Average speed limit 50. Answers is B. Recommended speed 50. This sign recommends a speed of 50 units e.g. for safety or traffic flow, but it is not a mandatory limit unless accompanied by other signs. Question 62. What should you do if your vehicle starts to aquaplane? A. Brake hard and steer sharply. B. Ease off the accelerator and steer gently. C. Accelerate to regain grip. D. Put the car into neutral. Answers is B. Ease off the accelerator and steer gently. If your vehicle aquaplanes, ease off the accelerator and hold the steering wheel firmly. Do not brake or steer sharply, as this can cause you to lose control when the tires regain grip. Question 63. What does this sign indicate? A. Slippery road. B. Loose gravel or chippings. C. Uneven road. D. Falling rocks. Answers is B. Loose gravel or chippings. This sign warns of loose gravel or chippings on the road surface. Drivers should reduce speed to avoid skidding and to prevent stones from being thrown up and damaging other vehicles. Question 64. What is the safest way to approach a hump bridge? A. Speed up to get over it quickly. B. Slow down and be prepared to stop. C. Sound your horn to warn others. D. Keep to the center of the road. Answers is B. Slow down and be prepared to stop. Hump bridges often have restricted visibility. Slow down significantly and be prepared to stop if there's an oncoming vehicle or other hazard on the other side. Question 65. What does this sign indicate for pedestrians? A. No pedestrians. B. Pedestrian track or footpath. C. Pedestrian crossing. D. Shared path. Answers is B. Pedestrian track or footpath. This sign indicates a pedestrian track or footpath. Pedestrians should use this path, and vehicles are generally prohibited. Question 66. What is the recommended method for parking on a downhill slope? A. Turn wheels towards the road. B. Leave wheels straight. C. Turn wheels towards the curb. D. Park in neutral. Answers is C. Turn wheels towards the curb. When parking downhill, turn your front wheels towards the curb and apply the handbrake. This way, if the handbrake fails, the vehicle will roll into the curb rather than into the road. Question 67. What does this sign indicate? A. Town center ahead. B. Entrance to a residential area. C. Parking zone. D. Pedestrian zone. Answers is B. Entrance to a residential area. This sign marks the entrance to a residential area, often called a living zone in some contexts, where traffic calming measures and a speed limit, typically 20, apply. Pedestrians have priority. Question 68. Why should you avoid harsh acceleration and braking? A. It makes your car faster. B. It wastes fuel and increases wear. C. It helps warm up the engine. D. It looks impressive. Answers is B. It wastes fuel and increases wear. Harsh acceleration and braking reduce fuel efficiency, increase wear and tear on tires and brakes, and contribute to more emissions. Smooth driving is safer and more economical. Question 69. What does this sign warn you about? A. Cattle crossing. B. Wild animals crossing. C. Pets allowed. D. Zoo ahead. Answers is B. Wild animals crossing. This sign warns drivers that wild animals such as deer may cross the road. Drivers should slow down, especially at dawn and dusk, and be prepared to stop. Question 70. What does the term tailgating mean? A. Driving too slowly. B. Driving too close to the vehicle ahead. C. Driving with your boot open. D. Following closely on a motorcycle. Answers is B. Driving too close to the vehicle ahead. Tailgating is driving too close to the vehicle in front, leaving insufficient stopping distance. It is dangerous and reduces reaction time. Question 71. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. No parking for motor vehicles. B. No entry for motor vehicles. C. Motorway ahead. D. Only motor vehicles allowed. Answers is B. No entry for motor vehicles. This prohibitory sign means no entry for motor vehicles. It restricts motor vehicles from entering a specific road or area. Question 72. What should you do if your vehicle's steering suddenly feels lighter than usual? A. Increase your speed. B. Ease off the accelerator and steer gently. C. Brake hard immediately. D. Continue driving normally. Answers is B. Ease off the accelerator and steer gently. A lighter steering feel can indicate aquaplaning. Ease off the accelerator, hold the steering wheel firmly and steer gently until you regain grip. Do not brake or steer sharply. Question 73. What does this sign indicate ahead? A. Single-track railway. B. Railway crossing. C. Tram crossing. D. Railway station. Answers is B. Railway crossing. This sign warns of an unguarded level crossing with multiple railway tracks ahead. Drivers must stop, look, and listen for trains. Question 74. What is the safest way to deal with a sharp bend on a wet road? A. Brake hard into the bend. B. Reduce speed before the bend. C. Accelerate through the bend. D. Steer sharply into the bend. Answers is B. Reduce speed before the bend. Always reduce your speed significantly before entering a sharp bend, especially in wet conditions. Brake gently before and accelerate smoothly out of the bend to maintain control. Question 75. What does this sign mean? A. Pass on right only. B. Pass on left only. C. Pass obstacle on either side. D. No entry. Answers is C. Pass obstacle on either side. This sign indicates that you may pass the obstacle on either the right or the left side, as appropriate for the road conditions and traffic flow. Question 76. What should you do if a driver behind you is trying to overtake, but there's an obstacle ahead? A. Speed up to prevent them. B. Maintain your speed and position. C. Move closer to the obstacle. D. Brake sharply. Answers is B. Maintain your speed and position. Maintain your speed and position. Do not accelerate or move towards the obstacle, as this could lead to a collision. Let the other driver decide if it is safe to proceed or not. Question 77. What does this sign indicate ahead? A. Uneven road. B. Falling rocks or debris. C. Steep descent. D. Road closed. Answers is B. Falling rocks or debris. This sign warns of falling rocks or debris from a cliff or embankment onto the road. Drivers should be prepared for obstructions and potential sudden hazards. Question 78. What does a green filter arrow at traffic lights mean? A. You must go straight ahead. B. You can go in the direction of the arrow. C. Traffic is stopping. D. You have priority over all other traffic. Answers is B. You can go in the direction of the arrow. A green filter arrow indicates that you may proceed in the direction shown by the arrow, even if the main traffic light is red, provided it is safe to do so. Question 79. What does this sign indicate for goods vehicles? A. Goods vehicles only. B. No overtaking for goods vehicles. C. Goods vehicles must use hard shoulder. D. End of goods vehicle restriction. Answers is B. No overtaking for goods vehicles. This sign means that goods vehicles over a certain weight are prohibited from overtaking other motor vehicles. Other vehicles are still permitted to overtake. Question 80. What is the stopping distance of a vehicle? A. The distance traveled while braking. B. Thinking distance plus braking distance. C. The distance to the next junction. D. The time it takes to stop. Answers is B. Thinking distance plus braking distance. Stopping distance is the total distance your vehicle travels from the moment you perceive a hazard to the moment it comes to a complete stop. It includes thinking distance and braking distance. Question 81. What does this sign indicate? A. Lane closure ahead. B. Of movement in lanes. C. Speed limits for each lane. D. Overtaking forbidden in lanes. Answers is B. Of movement in lanes. This sign shows the permitted directions of movement for traffic in each lane, typically used approaching junctions or on multi-lane roads. Question 82. Why is it important to switch off your engine if you're going to be stationary for a while? A. To keep the engine cool. B. To reduce emissions and save fuel. C. To listen to the radio better. D. To prevent car theft. Answers is B. To reduce emissions and save fuel. Switching off your engine when stationary for extended periods, e.g., in traffic queues or while waiting, reduces fuel consumption, lowers exhaust emissions, and contributes to better air quality. Question 83. What does this sign mean for drivers? A. Left turn ahead. B. Dangerous curve to the right. C. Right turn only. D. Road closed. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the right. This sign warns drivers of a dangerous curve to the right ahead, requiring a reduction in speed and careful driving. Question 84. What should you do if you accidentally hit a domestic animal while driving? A. Drive away if it's minor. B. Stop and check for injury to the animal. C. Report it to the police immediately. D. Only stop if it's a dog. Answers is B. Stop and check for injury to the animal. If you hit any animal, you should stop, check the animal, and if possible, try to find the owner. If it's a dog, cat, horse, cattle, sheep, pig, or goat, you must report it to the police. Question 85. What does this sign indicate? A. Oncoming traffic has priority. B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. C. Two-way traffic ahead. D. No entry. Answers is B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. This sign indicates that you have priority over any oncoming traffic. This is often used where the road narrows. Question 86. What is the typical speed limit in a built-up area unless otherwise stated? A. 40, B. 30, C. 20, D. 50. Answers is B. 30. The national speed limit in built-up areas with streetlights, unless otherwise by signs, is 30. Many residential areas now have a 20 limit. Question 87. What does this sign signify? A. Turn right only. B. Proceed straight or turn right. C. No left turn. D. 2 lanes of traffic. Answers is B. Proceed straight or turn right. This mandatory sign indicates that traffic in this lane, or at this point, must either proceed straight ahead or turn right. Question 88. What should you do if you encounter a slow-moving vehicle displaying a long vehicle sign? A. Overtake immediately. B. Allow extra room and time to overtake. C. Flash your lights to speed them up. D. Follow closely to block traffic. Answers is B. Allow extra room and time to overtake. Long vehicles need more space to maneuver, especially when turning. Allow extra room and time when considering overtaking, and be patient. Question 89. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying dangerous goods? A. Dangerous goods route. B. No entry for dangerous goods. C. Parking for dangerous goods. D. End of dangerous goods restriction. Answers is B. No entry for dangerous goods. This sign prohibits vehicles carrying dangerous goods from entering the road or area. This is often to protect tunnels or environmentally sensitive areas. Question 90. What is a rumble device used for at a pedestrian crossing? A. To alert drivers of pedestrians. B. To assist visually impaired pedestrians. C. To deter jaywalking. D. To control traffic flow. Answers is B. To assist visually impaired pedestrians. A rumble device or tactile paving at a pedestrian crossing provides a textured surface that can be felt underfoot or by a cane, alerting visually impaired pedestrians to the crossing point. Question 91. What does this sign warn about? A. Hump in the road. B. Or bad road surface. C. Uneven road. D. Road liable to flooding. Answers is B. Or bad road surface. This sign indicates potholes or a severely bad road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be cautious to avoid damage to their vehicle or loss of control. Question 92. When can you legally park on the pavement? A. Always if your car is small. B. Only where signs permit. C. Only in residential areas. D. Never, it's always illegal. Answers is B. Only where signs permit. Parking on the pavement is illegal in London, and generally illegal elsewhere unless signs or road markings specifically allow it. It can obstruct pedestrians and cause damage to the pavement. Question 93. What does this sign mean? A. Children crossing. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. No pedestrians. D. Pedestrian zone. Answers is B, pedestrian crossing ahead. This sign indicates a pedestrian crossing is ahead, directing drivers to be prepared for pedestrians in the road. Question 94. What is the primary function of engine oil? A. To cool the engine. B. To lubricate moving parts and reduce friction. C. To clean the engine. D. To increase engine power. Answers is B. To lubricate moving parts and reduce friction. Engine oil lubricates the engine's moving parts, reducing friction and wear, which helps prevent overheating and ensures the engine runs smoothly and efficiently. Question 95. What does this sign mean? A. No overtaking. B. End of no overtaking restriction. C. Overtaking lane ahead. D. Overtaking only. Answers is B. End of no overtaking restriction. This sign indicates that the previous no overtaking restriction has ended, and you may now overtake if it is safe and legal to do so. Question 96. When should you not overtake a cyclist? A. If they are riding slowly. B. Just before you turn left. C. On a long straight road. D. In heavy traffic. Answers is B. Just before you turn left. Never overtake a cyclist if you are about to turn left, as you could cut them off. Always give cyclists plenty of room and be patient. Question 97. What does this sign warn about? A. Steep descent. B. Embankment or quayside ahead. C. Road liable to flooding. D. Bridge ahead. Answers is B. Embankment or quayside ahead. This sign warns of an embankment, quayside or riverbank ahead, indicating a potential drop or water hazard. Drive with extra caution. Question 98. What is the maximum speed limit for a car towing a caravan on a dual carriageway? A. 70. B. 60. C. 50. D. 40. Answers is B. 60. For a car towing a caravan or trailer, the maximum speed limit on dual carriageways and motorways is 60 and 50 on single carriageways. It is 30 in built-up areas. Question 99. What does this sign mean? A. Maximum speed limit 50. B. Minimum speed limit 50. C. Recommended speed 50. D. End of speed restriction. Answers is B. Minimum speed limit 50. This sign indicates a minimum speed limit of 50 units e.g. You must not drive slower than this speed unless conditions make it unsafe to do so. Question 100. When are you allowed to park on a double yellow line? A. To drop off passengers quickly. B. Never stopping is restricted at all times. C. Only if you have a blue badge. D. Late at night when traffic is light. Answers is B. Never stopping is restricted at all times. Double yellow lines mean no waiting at any time, which includes parking. However, or picking off passengers may be permitted whereby nearby signs or for blue badge holders. Question 101. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Road widening. B. Road narrows on both sides. C. Single track road. D. Lane closure. Answers is B. Road narrows on both sides. This warning sign indicates that the road narrows from both sides ahead. Drivers should be prepared to reduce speed and give way if necessary. Question 102. What should you do if your vehicle's power steering fails while driving? A. Continue driving normally. B. Grip the wheel firmly and slow down. C. Take your hands off the wheel. D. Brake sharply. Answers is B. Grip the wheel firmly and slow down. If power steering fails, the steering will become very heavy. Grip the wheel firmly with both hands, slow down and steer to a safe place to stop and investigate the fault. Question 103. What does this sign indicate? A. Motorway ahead. B. Road for motor vehicles only. C. No entry for motor vehicles. D. End of speed limit. Answers is B. Road for motor vehicles only. This sign indicates the start of a road reserved exclusively for motor vehicles. Certain restrictions, e.g., pedestrians, cyclists, slow vehicles may apply. Question 104. What is the purpose of reflective studs on motorways' cat's eyes? A. To mark speed limits. B. To help drivers see the lanes at night. C. To create a rumble effect. D. To deter animals from the road. Answers is B. To help drivers see the lanes at night. Reflective studs' cat's eyes are used to mark lanes and road edges, especially at night or in poor visibility. Different colors indicate different lane types or areas, e.g., red for hard shoulder, white for lanes, green for roads, amber for central reservation. Question 105. What does this sign signify? A. Turn left ahead. B. No left turn. C. Left lane ends. D. Keep left. Answers is B. No left turn. This prohibitory sign means no left turn. You are not permitted to turn left at the junction or point where this sign is displayed. Question 106. What should you do if you become tired while driving on a long journey? A. Open the windows for fresh air. B. Stop at a safe place and rest. C. Turn up the radio. D. Drink a strong coffee and continue. Answers is B. Stop at a safe place and rest. Driving while tired significantly impairs your reaction time and concentration, increasing the risk of an accident. The safest action is to stop at a service station or safe place, rest, or find alternative transport. Question 107. What does this sign indicate ahead? A. Dangerous curve to the left. B. Series of dangerous curves first to right. C. Winding road first to left. D. Road narrows ahead. Answers is B. Series of dangerous curves first to right. This sign warns of a series of dangerous curves ahead, with the first bend curving to the right. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for multiple changes in direction. Question 108. What is the purpose of lanes? A. To allow emergency vehicles to pass. B. To improve traffic flow during roadworks. C. To create a separate lane for cyclists. D. To slow down traffic. Answers is B. To improve traffic flow during roadworks. Lanes are temporary arrangements, usually during roadworks, where traffic runs in the opposite direction to its usual flow. They are used to maintain traffic flow, but require extra caution. Question 109. What does this sign mean? A. Horn use recommended. B. No sounding of horn. C. Caution, listen for horns. D. Traffic noise prohibited. Answers is B. No sounding of horn. This sign prohibits the sounding of a horn unless a moving vehicle or road user poses a danger. It's often found near hospitals or residential areas. Question 110. What should you do if your vehicle's brakes fail while driving? A. Pump the accelerator. B. Try pumping the brake pedal and using the handbrake gently. C. Switch off the engine immediately. D. Steer into oncoming traffic. Answers is B. Try pumping the brake pedal and using the handbrake gently. If your foot brake fails, try pumping the pedal rapidly to build up pressure. If that doesn't work, gently apply the handbrake release if it locks the wheels and shift to a lower gear to slow down. Steer to a safe area. Question 111. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. No U-turn. B. Place for U-turn. C. Roundabout ahead. D. Dead end. Answers is B. Place for U-turn. This sign indicates a place where U-turns are permitted. Drivers can safely turn around here if appropriate. Question 112. What is the primary function of coolant in a vehicle's engine? A. To lubricate moving parts. B. To prevent the engine from overheating. C. To clean the engine block. D. To improve fuel efficiency. Answers is B. To prevent the engine from overheating. Coolant antifreeze circulates through the engine to absorb heat and then dissipates it through the radiator, preventing the engine from overheating, especially in hot conditions, and freezing in cold conditions. Question 113. What does this sign warn about? A. Airport ahead. B. Low-flying aircraft or sudden noise. C. Air traffic control. D. Wind hazard. Answers is B. Low-flying aircraft or sudden noise. This sign warns drivers that low-flying aircraft may be present or that sudden aircraft noise may startle drivers, potentially affecting control, particularly near airfields. Question 114. What should you do if you see a sign with no through road ahead? A. Proceed with caution. B. Prepare to turn left or right. C. Expect to drive straight through. D. Stop and wait for instructions. Answers is B. Prepare to turn left or right. This means the road ahead ends in A, and you won't be able to continue straight. You must turn either left or right. Question 115. What does this sign indicate? A. Speed limit 300 ahead. B. Hazard 300 meters ahead. C. Distance to next services. D. Road closed in 300 meters. Answers is B. Hazard 300 meters ahead. This supplementary plate indicates that the hazard or restriction shown on the main sign is 300 meters ahead. Drivers should prepare for it. Question 116. What is the purpose of vehicle tax vehicle excise duty? A. To pay for driving lessons. B. To fund road maintenance and transport. C. To reduce vehicle emissions. D. To pay for car insurance. Answers is B. To fund road maintenance and transport. Vehicle excise duty road tax is a tax levied on vehicles in the revenue contributes to funding road construction, maintenance, and various transport initiatives. Question 117. What does this sign mean for drivers? A. Slippery road. B. Change of road surface. C. Road works ahead. D. Uneven road. Answers is B. Change of road surface. This sign warns of a change in road surface, which could affect grip and vehicle handling. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for different driving characteristics. Question 118. What does a single yellow line on the side of the road typically indicate? A. No parking at any time. B. Waiting restrictions apply at certain times. C. Parking is free. D. Loading only zone. Answers is B. Waiting restrictions apply at certain times. A single yellow line indicates that waiting parking restrictions apply during certain times of the day, which are usually displayed on nearby signs. Outside these times you may park. Question 119. What does this sign indicate ahead? A. Bridge ahead. B. Tunnel ahead. C. Road narrows. D. Low headroom. Answers is B. Tunnel ahead. This sign warns drivers that a tunnel is ahead. Drivers should remove sunglasses, switch on dipped headlights, and be aware of emergency procedures within the tunnel. Question 120. What should you do if your car's headlights suddenly fail at night? A. Continue to the nearest garage. B. Slow down, use hazard lights, and stop safely. C. Turn on your full beam. D. Flash your indicator lights. Answers is B. Slow down, use hazard lights, and stop safely. If your headlights fail, try switching them on and off. If they don't work, slow down immediately, turn on your hazard warning lights, and pull over to the side of the road as soon as it is safe to do so. Question 121. What does this sign mean? A. Perpendicular parking only. B. Parallel parking with the curb. C. No parking. D. Parking on the pavement. Answers is B. Parallel parking with the curb. This supplementary plate indicates that vehicles must be parked parallel to the edge of the carriageway where the main sign E.G. parking sign applies. Question 122. What is the purpose of road markings like hatch markings, diagonal stripes? A. To indicate a parking zone. B. To separate traffic or protect turning vehicles. C. To show pedestrian crossing points. D. To mark out cycling lanes. Answers is B. To separate traffic or protect turning vehicles. Hatch markings are used to separate traffic streams or to protect areas where vehicles turn right. You should not enter these areas unless it is absolutely necessary and safe, and then only if the lines are broken. Question 123. What does this sign indicate ahead? A. River crossing. B. Drawbridge ahead. C. Uneven bridge. D. Bridge under construction. Answers is B. Drawbridge ahead. This sign warns of a drawbridge ahead, which may open to allow boats to pass. Drivers should be prepared to stop and wait. Question 124. What is the primary reason for a vehicle SMO test? A. To prove ownership of the vehicle. B. To ensure the vehicle meets safety and environmental standards. C. To check the car's aesthetic condition. D. To assess the driver's ability. Answers is B. To ensure the vehicle meets safety and environmental standards. The MO Ministry of Transport test is an annual check to ensure vehicles over 3 years old in Great Britain meet minimum road safety and environmental standards. Question 125. What does this sign indicate? A. One-way street. B. Dead end, no through road. C. No entry. D. Motorway ahead. Answers is B. Dead end, no through road. This sign indicates a street, no through road straight ahead. drivers will need to turn around or exit in another direction. Question 126. What should you do if a driver behind you is following too closely tailgating? A. Brake sharply to make them slow down. B. Increase your following distance from the vehicle ahead. C. Speed up to create a gap. D. Flash your hazard lights repeatedly. Answers is B. Increase your following distance from the vehicle ahead. By increasing your own following distance from the car in front, you create a larger safety buffer for yourself and the tailgater behind you, reducing the need for sudden braking. Question 127. What does this sign mean for drivers? A. Road narrows on left. B. Road narrows on the right. C. Lane closure on right. D. Keep left. Answers is B. Road narrows on the right. This warning sign indicates that the road narrows on the side ahead. Drivers should be aware and adjust their position and speed accordingly. Question 128. What does it mean if you see flashing amber lights under a school warning sign? A. You must stop immediately. B. Children may be crossing the road. C. School is closed for the day. D. It's a school bus stop. Answers is B. Children may be crossing the road. Flashing amber lights under a children warning sign indicate that children are likely to be crossing the road, usually at school start or finish times. You must slow down and be prepared to stop. Question 129. What does this sign indicate? A. No parking. B. Parking place ahead. C. Pay and display. D. Parking restrictions. Answers is B. Parking place ahead. This sign indicates that there is a parking place ahead. Additional plates may provide details on conditions or restrictions. Question 130. When is it acceptable to sound your horn in a built-up area at night? A. To greet a friend. B. To warn of danger to other road users. C. To express frustration. D. To signal you are turning. Answers is B. To warn of danger to other road users. You must not use your horn in a built-up area between 11:30 p.m. and 7:00 am, except when another road user poses a danger. It should never be used to show annoyance. Question 131. What does this sign indicate ahead? A. Steep ascent. B. Steep descent. C. Hump in the road. D. Uneven road. Answers is B. Steep descent. This sign warns drivers of a steep downward gradient descent in the road ahead. Drivers should prepare to select a lower gear and use engine braking to control speed. Question 132. What should you do if a pedestrian steps into the road at a crossing without looking? A. Speed up to pass them. B. Be prepared to stop and give way. C. Sound your horn loudly. D. Flash your headlights. Answers is B. Be prepared to stop and give way. Always be prepared for unexpected pedestrian behavior. Your priority is to ensure their safety, so be ready to stop and give way, regardless of whether they've looked. Question 133. What does this sign mean for vehicles with a trailer? A. Trailer parking only. B. No entry for vehicles with trailer. C. Trailer services ahead. D. End of trailer restriction. Answers is B. No entry for vehicles with trailer. This sign prohibits entry for vehicles towing a trailer. This could be due to height, width, or turning restrictions. Question 134. What is the maximum speed limit on a single carriageway road unless otherwise stated? A. 70, B. 60, C. 50, D. 40. Answers is B. 60. The national speed limit for cars and motorcycles on a single carriageway road is 60, unless signs indicate a different limit. Question 135. What does this sign indicate ahead? A. Crossroads ahead, B. Junction with a minor road ahead, C. Roundabout ahead, D. Roadworks. Answers is B. Junction with a minor road ahead. This sign warns of a junction with a minor road ahead, typically where the minor road joins from the right and left, forming a crossroad with the main road. Question 136. Why is it important to ensure your mirrors are correctly adjusted? A. To see if your passengers are comfortable, B. To minimize blind spots and see clearly, C. To reflect sunlight away from your eyes, D. To adjust your driving position. Answers is B. To minimize blind spots and see clearly. Correctly adjusted mirrors provide the best possible view of the road behind and to the sides, helping to reduce blind spots and improve overall awareness for safe driving. Question 137. What does this sign mean? A. Snow ahead, B. Movement with snow chains required, C. Slippery road, D. Winter tires recommended. Answers is B. Movement with snow chains required. This mandatory sign indicates that it is compulsory to fit snow chains to your vehicle's tires beyond this point, typically in mountainous or severe winter conditions. Question 138. What is the primary danger of driving too close to the vehicle in front? A. It increases fuel consumption, B. Stopping distance and risk of collision, C. It annoys other drivers, D. It damages your brakes. Answers is B. Stopping distance and risk of collision. Driving too close tailgating significantly reduces your stopping distance and reaction time, making it very difficult to stop safely if the vehicle in front brakes suddenly, greatly increasing the risk of a collision. Question 139. What does this sign indicate ahead? A. Road closed, B. Other danger or accident-prone area, C. Road works ahead, D. Traffic congestion. Answers is B. Other danger or accident-prone area. This sign warns of other danger or an accident-prone area not covered by other specific warning signs. An additional plate usually the nature of the danger. Drivers should proceed with caution. Question 140. What does it mean if you see a red light flashing at a level crossing? A. Proceed with caution, B. You must stop, a train is approaching, C. The crossing is out of order, D. Only trams can cross. Answers is B. You must stop, a train is approaching. Flashing red lights at a level crossing always mean you must stop immediately, as a train is approaching or passing. Crossing at this point is extremely dangerous and illegal. Question 141. What does this sign indicate for public transport vehicles? A. Bus stop ahead, B. Road with a lane for public transport, C. No buses allowed, D. Bus lane ahead. Answers is B. Road with a lane for public transport. This sign indicates a road where there is a dedicated lane for public transport vehicles, e.g., buses, trams. Other vehicles must be aware of and respect this lane. Question 142. What should you do if your accelerator pedal gets stuck down? A. Turn off the engine immediately. B. Try to free it with your foot, then brake and put in neutral. C. Steer into the curb. D. Pump the brake pedal repeatedly. Answers is B. Try to free it with your foot, then brake and put in neutral. First, try to free the pedal with your foot. If that doesn't work, apply the brakes firmly, shift into neutral, and steer to a safe place to stop. Only turn off the engine once safely stopped, as this will affect power steering and braking. Question 143. What does this sign indicate ahead? A. Road narrows on the left. B. Dangerous hard shoulder. C. Road works on shoulder. D. Emergency stopping lane. Answers is B. Dangerous hard shoulder. This sign warns of a dangerous or soft hard shoulder. Drivers should be cautious and avoid using the hard shoulder if possible, especially heavy vehicles. Question 144. When is it legal to use the hard shoulder on a motorway? A. To make a phone call. B. In an emergency or breakdown. C. To overtake slow traffic. D. To consult a map. Answers is B. In an emergency or breakdown. The hard shoulder is for and breakdowns only. You must not use it for stopping to rest, make a phone call, or to overtake, unless directed by traffic officers or signs in a smart motorway section. Question 145. What does this sign mean for cyclists and pedestrians? A. No cycling or walking. B. Combined pedestrian and cycle crossing. C. Separate cycle and pedestrian lanes. D. Shared path for cars and bikes. Answers is B. Combined pedestrian and cycle crossing. This sign indicates a combined pedestrian and cycle crossing ahead. Drivers must be aware of both pedestrians and cyclists potentially crossing the road. Question 146. Why should you regularly check your vehicle's fluid levels? A. To keep the car clean. B. To ensure safe and efficient operation. C. To increase the value of the car. D. Only before long journeys. Answers is B. To ensure safe and efficient operation. Regular checks of fluid levels, oil, coolant, brake fluid, are vital for the safe, reliable, and efficient operation of your vehicle. Low levels can lead to breakdowns or safety-critical failures. Question 147. What does this sign warn about? A. Children crossing. B. Cyclists leaving or entering. C. Cycle track ahead. D. No cycling. Answers is B. Cyclists leaving or entering. This sign warns drivers that cyclists may be leaving or entering the road ahead, typically from a cycle track or path. Drivers should be prepared for cyclists to emerge. Question 148. What is the primary cause of skidding? A. Incorrect tire pressure. B. Driving too fast for the conditions. C. Brake pads. D. Uneven road surface. Answers is B. Driving too fast for the conditions. While factors like tire pressure, road surface, and brakes can contribute, the primary cause of skidding is almost always driving at a speed unsuitable for the prevailing conditions, leading to a loss of grip. Question 149. What does this sign mean? A. Priority road ahead. B. End of priority road. C. Give way. D. No entry. Answers is B, end of priority road. This sign indicates the end of a priority road. From this point, you no longer have automatic right-of-way at junctions and must be prepared to give way. Question 150. What is the motorway box junction rule? A. You must stop if lights are red. B. You must not enter unless your exit is clear. C. You must keep to the left lane. D. You have priority over all traffic. Answers is B. You must not enter unless your exit is clear. Similar to standard box junctions, you must not enter a motorway box junction marked with yellow lines unless your exit road or lane is clear, to avoid blocking traffic.